Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Wealthologist Weekly. I'm Chris Hobart, your host and the Wealthologist. Well, with Independence Day right around the corner, I thought it'd be kind of fitting to talk about some lesser-known aspects of our nation's history and how they still impact us today. Specifically, we're going to talk a little bit about taxes, as always, right? But first, we're going to start with the birth of the nation, because we all know that the 4th of July is the date upon which the founders signed the Declaration of Independence. I actually think it was not quite that day if you look in the history books, but this does mark the official beginning of the United States of America. And we've heard and we've seen it's a pretty incredible story of really a ragtag band of British colonies gaining independence from the powerful British Empire. But the interesting thing is the military victory wasn't just the full story. It was just the first step in the American Revolution. After the Revolutionary War, the new nation began to face a lot of challenges, and one was money. The Continental Congress had created a new currency called the Continental Dollar, and that was during the war, but they inflated it so much that it was worthless. And they had to figure out how to pay about $65 million in debt, which sounds like nothing these days, right? And now, broadly speaking, there's four ways that a government can raise money: taxation, inflation, borrowing, or just outright seizure of goods. Now, given their experience with inflation during the war, the founders attempted to rely on taxation as the solution. But the thing is, this strategy led to a lot of discontent, including events like Shays' Rebellion. Now, this is where Alexander Hamilton, and if you watched Hamilton, the musical, this is where he comes in. And he proposed the creation of a central bank to monetize the federal debt. Now, this led to some really fierce political battles between Hamilton and James Madison. And Hamilton argued that a central bank was necessary for the public good, enabling the government to finance necessary expenditures as well as stimulating investments. Now, on the other hand, Madison, he believed it was an overreach of the government's power and wouldn't benefit everybody equally. Now, despite this opposition, Hamilton's plan won, and the National Bank was established back in 1791. Now, there were some consequences, and we'll just say that it was inflation as well as hidden taxes. You see, the creation of the National Bank, the biggest consequence, I guess, was inflation. Turning government debt into money increased the money supply, which in turn led to higher prices. And between 1790 and 1796, the wholesale price of commodities, it rose a lot, which unfortunately impoverished a lot of average Americans. Why do I bring this up? Well, I think understanding the past can help us better protect our wealth today. See, the establishment of the First National Bank is a reminder of how the government's actions can impact personal finances. And it's crucial to be educated about history as well as to know what options are available to protect your assets going forwards. So as we celebrate Independence Day, let's remember the lessons from our nation's history, and let's make sure that we stay informed, be sure to protect your wealth, and continue to learn from the past. If you've got questions about taxes or how what the government's doing may impact your finances, as always, reach on out. But for today, I want to thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe to the Wealthologist Weekly, and have a fantastic 4th of July. Be safe with those fireworks out there. Happy Independence Day, everyone.